two projects. They're fairly different. One is very personal, useful tool, and I'll explain more about it as I go more into it. And the other thing is called Easy Money Fast. It's supposed to scale to a real betting game, but for now it's just a simple fake money game that has potential in the future to become something real. And once I go into the demo and explain how it works, you'll realize that it could be very addictive because it requires no skills. Uh, yeah, so I'm a big supporter of less is more, and you can bet very small amount of money or big amount. So it suits every investor. So that's a great thing. I want to start with the hunting Headhunters. That's how I named this, and it's because I've been looking for jobs recently, and I'm sure that everybody here is familiar with LinkedIn, how it works. Everybody here, I'm sure we have a LinkedIn account. The thing is, you can have a basic LinkedIn account, right? And as you visit profiles, you've noticed when you get a notification that someone has visited you, but you don't know whether you don't know all the time who that person is. It's kind of the limiting factor you have when you have a basic account. The thing is, all recruiters, headhunters, they have the premium account and they know when someone has visited them. And I wanted to take advantage of that tool, and instead of like going to each job according to my preferences, which would be location and also the industry, in my case finance or coding programming, instead of going and clicking on people and sending them messages, here's where the coding or what we've been learning here comes very handy. We can automate this process, but at the same time you have to be very careful because if you do it too much, you can get locked. So I'm gonna explain how I worked around that factor, and yeah. So this is very simple. This is not a website. This is run on the terminal. For those of you who are not familiar with this, just like a screen where you run the program, you start it, and then you, as you can see here, you enter your credentials, your email for LinkedIn, your password, and then keywords, just like you would do it on the real website. In this case, in this example, finance in Python, New York, and then I set a limit. This limit is necessary because you can actually go over thousands of pages and you could be very suspicious, crash the servers, but it's not. I'm just saying that it's good to limit this and be careful with what you're doing. This is a very powerful tool. We can actually do pretty much whatever we want, but for this case, I just want to have the main goal of this tool is to increase the likelihood of getting a job, to increase your awareness, to be more popular among your LinkedIn connections, because as you know, the more you visited you are, the higher is your ranking among your connections. And people, as you visit them, especially recruiters, they might visit you back, and then you're gonna have more visits, and you're gonna, spread the word. So, after this slide, I'm gonna show you how it works. This is a very simple application, and I wanted to mention the technologies that I used to write this code. I used Python, that was the main language that I used. And these two packages or libraries that are part of Python, the first one is Selenium. Selenium, what it does, it actually replicates human behavior. So it opens up a website, it clicks on things, it inserts text, for example. So it's the same as doing it yourself. So that's the automated part of it. And then Beautiful Soup 4, and Jason also used it for his presentation, his project. It's for each web page that you go through, it takes the HTML, it takes the content of it, and it gets the information. So I want to show it to you how it works. So here we are. I want to pull it to the side. So as I said, we're running in Python and done. So first, I want to put my email. Password, of course, it's hidden. I'm gonna make sure that's right. Okay, let's say, just for the sake of it, fashion, design, whatever. Just fashion. Location, Los Angeles. So when I'm testing this tool, I try to change it so like the headhunters are not getting like notified every 5 seconds. Oh, this guy's busy. Pretty much. And for the sake of this presentation, we're gonna limit this to 2 pages. But here's the thing: you can actually go as high as you want, right? That's the idea. Doing it yourself, you go to bed, you wake up, and you're more popular. Okay, so it opened up. That's great. And so that's me. We go automatically to the job website, Fashion Los Angeles. Good. Then we're gonna go through the jobs, scroll down, get all the information. So as you can see here, it's thinking, oh, we limit the set the limit to 50 jobs, and now we go through each job, and as you can see, there's a poster here. The recruiter who posted that job, we get that information, that link, and after going through each job, those 50 jobs that we established, we're gonna go and visit those profiles. So after this happens, they're going to know that we have visited them, and they might visit you back. They might check you out and see if you're maybe a good candidate for the jobs that they're offering. This might take a little bit. One important detail. See, it's adding people. There, that's good. One key thing is that we're not doing this process extremely fast because we don't want LinkedIn to know that we're like hacking their website. So here's one key thing. I added a random sleep, a random timeout for each click. So it's not 2 seconds, it's not 3 seconds, it's a random number of seconds between an interval that I previously set. So this is good. It's been working. I have not, so far I'm not getting blocked, so that's good. So it's gonna go on, and see, we finished. We had 15 profiles, and now we're gonna visit all the profiles. And I just wanna go real quick here, see how they all have premium. So they will know that we have visited them. So that's maybe not all of them, but most of them they do. See, premium, and that's pretty much what I've been working on. That's #1 project. We're about to finish 15 out of 15, and done. That's #1 project. So